Hi guys, this is Lisa from Local King Rubber Stamp. Welcome to my channel. Can you believe it? This video is going to be my 680 video. I can't believe I have created that many videos. How long I'm going to continue to do it, I am not sure. So today's video, I'm going to share with you one awesome trick, and it's good for everybody, not only for the digital crafter. I know I have been just talking about the digital for the past few months, and I know a lot of you guys still want to enjoy to do the stamping and die cutting. So today's video is for you, and I hoping you like this video. So we're going to start it. We are going to use this elegant tail feather. So this technique is good for all all the rubber stampers or the digital crafter. So usually we are going to put the rubber stamp on the acrylic block, and we are going to ink and color, and we stamped it, and we are going to use our die cut to put on top of your stamp image and run to the machine to die cut it, right? So it's too many steps. So I got this idea actually doing one of my workshop, and I think the second part of my workshop. So and then I found out, oh, this is work much faster, and I would like to share with you. It can using for the metal die cutting or for the digital die cutting. The principle is the same. Okay, so let's start it. Usually you stamp it and you die cut it, but today we are going to do the opposite. So you will have to have a stamp positioner. If you don't have it, I just saw one of my old video pop out. It was video number 49. So instead of the stamp positioner, you can use a CD case or the DVD case. They will work just fine. In the beginning, I was using two exactly identical acrylic block, and then I said I got to find something else to make easier, and then I come out with the idea, the stamp positioner or the DVD case or the CD case work just fine. So you are going to, instead of put your rubber stamp on the cover, you're going to put on top of your stamp positioner. Okay, and then you can see I already cut a few of the paper die cut. So you just use your die cut, put on top of your paper, and cut a few times. So this way is awesome because that way if you can take your time and then make sure you color everywhere. So we are going to just put one of your paper die cut on top of your rubber stamp. They will actually line up pretty accurate, and then you don't have to worry about if you use two acrylic block, you probably move one of a acrylic block, or you can just tape it. There's always a solution. You can use like a tape to tape this one, and then you can still, if you don't have a stamp positioner, so you can just tape one side of your acrylic block. I think it will work just fine too. So Local King's die cut doesn't I don't have that big wide gap between my image, so which is perfect, and make this result much better. So you're going to put your paper die cut on top of your stamp image, and then see they actually pretty they sit on the rubber stamp pretty well. Okay, just make sure you don't move it. Okay, and then we're going to use the reposition tape. We're going to just apply it, not too much, but it have to be enough to let it cover holding the paper. Okay, Now we can do whatever we like. We don't have to worry about the detail. Usually when I do the coloring, I don't really working on the detail, but today we can spend a little bit time, do a little bit more coloring. Like I say, I haven't used this stamp for a while. Make sure you use the eraser to erase the surface, or use the sand block sanding the surface to so that way they will ink well. So since we don't have to work hard and work faster, we can take our time. So I am going to just choose few of the color. We're gonna just coloring. So I'm going to just color the head of the peacock. Okay, I'm going to do a little bit blue, and then you can do a little bit blending you like. So I'm going to just do all the color. Okay, and then you can just color like a section. I'm going to show you if I only want to color a little bit section, not everywhere. Okay, but remember I am using the like a super shiny glossy cardstock, and this glossy paper I'm using is like a very old Cronco, so they are like a clay coated. Once when you stamped it, they will seal the color, so you won't be able to add more. Okay, so let's see, perfectly lined up. Okay, and I'm going to just continue, so no need to repeat the same pattern again, I mean same area. I'm going to just continue to put all my favorite color on top. So I love this result. Is just works so well. And then instead of you stamp and die cut, masking, die cut, run to the machine, it can totally speed up the process. Okay, so I'm going to do red. I don't really working on the detail. All you have to do is just make sure you color everywhere. Okay, so see? Okay, and then I found out, oh, here is something here. I'm missing a spot. So, did they have some? Okay. So that will be somewhere around here. Okay, you can fix it. There you go. Haha. I just fixed that boo-boo. Okay, and then we're going to working on the flowers. So this is the magnolia. Let's try some other colors. I'm going to do a little bit yellow. So this way, if you use like a regular cardstock, you can keep over layering. So the color will look better and better, more coverage. Okay, but if you are using glossy cardstock or like a Macco cardstock, you have to be a little bit careful, because once when they seal it, the color, they seal it. No matter how much more color you put on top, they are not going to make any difference. So let's do my flowers. See, and then I'm going to do the green, or so this way you can really take your time. If you miss a spot, you can go back to fix it. I'm going to do a little bit darker green. Okay. Okay, I'm going to, let's add a little bit brown too. Don't really like the solid. Okay. Rah, rah, rah. go. I think that's pretty cool, right? Okay, so and then I'm going to just clean my stem, and then I'm going to just remove my die cut, and then look how pretty is this stem because there is a lot of a pre-cut feature. So the feather, the wing, they all pop out. So that's one, and I'm going to do one more. Okay, so I'm going to just put my die cut on top, and then you get idea, right? And then make sure you use a stem positioner, not stem positioner, the removable tape. Okay, and then you pick it up, that piece of die cut. Oop, I didn't really clean my stem well, but that's okay. So let's do different colors. So I'm going to just color a little bit orange, a little bit red, a little bit magenta. By the time when you watch this video, today is May 5th. Actually, I'm having a 30% off promotion running until next Sunday, I think. Okay, so if there's anything you'd like to add to your collection, make sure you check it out. You don't need any code or anything, okay? I'll do a little bit. So I'm going to do my peacock first, okay? And then since we can repeat this coloring, you actually can spend a little bit more time to do some blending. But if you want to do the blending, make sure you use your regular cardstock. See? And then go to just so I think this way is much better. So what you can do is sometimes you just cut a few more the paper die cut since you are sitting in front of your die cut machine, right? So you don't have to cut, put the masking tape, and then taping on your paper. I think this is definitely speed up, more enjoyable. What do you think? If you think that's correct, if you think that's how, make sure give me a thumb up or leave me a comment. I actually kind of feel disappointed. You know, creating the YouTube video is not easy. It takes time to record the video, to editing the video. But I think I really don't get the rate. I mean the viewing rate I deserve. So maybe people really not interesting the content I provide. So it's very discouraged. That's why sometimes just thinking about the, come on, forget about it. Move on. Okay, so that's another one. It take me a very short time to do this coloring, and then I really think this is a great trick to speed up your cutting. So if you have been following my YouTube channel, I am going to share with you guys how to do the digital sticker if you like to learn. Okay, so that's everything for today. Thank you so much for watching, and see you next time. Bye guys!